So if that's going to happen, we need to ask ourselves the question, as price pulls back, where are we likely to terminate? And I like to start with a big zone. I'm like a kid drawing out a picture, right? Start with the perimeter and then fill in the details later. I like to start with a big zone and say, okay, well, this is the kill zone of where price can come to. Now, within that kill zone, where is price likely to come to? And this is where I can take out the rest of my technical tools. So we'll start with a simple and classic pattern formation, AB equals CD pattern, or a one-to-one measured move. And what I'm going to do with that is I'm going to take the length of this first part of the pullback, this swing high to this swing low right there. I'm going to copy and paste it. I was just going to steal it, but I'll just copy and paste it. And I'm going to drag it on to the retracement. And that would give me an equal measured move, an AB equals CD pattern that completes right here. Now, is that enough to trade it? No, right? I mentioned in the previous podcast episode, I had this phase and stage in my trading where I did a lot of dumb things, like trading every double top by itself and lost a lot of money. Something else that I traded by itself or tried to trade by itself was the AB equals CD pattern. I learned a very valuable lesson. If I only trade the AB equals CD pattern with no other type of confirmation, I will loseth the money quickly. So don't do that. But when you combine it with other aspects, it could be pretty powerful. So let's start here, right? We have our AB equals CD pattern completion right at this level. What else can we bring in? We can bring in a Fibonacci extension from that same swing, the high of the A to the low of the B and back up. That's going to give me a Fibonacci extension right up here, a 127, right where we're currently at, 1618, a little bit lower. I can bring in a Fibonacci retracement from our most recent swing, this swing low to this swing high right here. You're going to see we get a 618 Fibonacci retracement right around that 1618. So a little bit of confluence there, a little bit of a rejection here too. Just notice that. That's going to be pretty cool. And let's take one more Fibonacci from our ultimate swing low, the head of our head and shoulders, all the way to the top here and see what else we have. You can see we have a 3D2. So if I kind of unclutter this as best as I can, I don't want to take all these fibs off, but you guys can see it, right? We have a nice little zone here where we have an AB equals CD pattern completion. We have our 382 Fibonacci retracement, our 618 Fibonacci retracement, and our 1618 Fibonacci extension, and this little rejection right here as well. So if I wanted to project a point where price may likely reverse at, this is going to be the level. Now, I am not that aggressive just to kind of put a limit order down here and say, hey, if price gets there, buy. You can certainly do that. I like to be predictive in my analysis, reactive in my execution, right? Using an if-then syntax. So